attention, attention. Overly blunt in this one. First to mention, gotta get your Thursday right for the weekend. Overly blunt podcast for the treatment. Keeping this shit 100 not a notch low. Cause 99 too far from a hundo. New week, new Thursday. Oh, B.O.B.
Okay, so what if you woke up one day and one of these clips that I just so happened to post randomly, how I do, you know, I just skim through and I literally just pick the clips randomly. I just skim through, find one spot, and just, if I like what I said or what's being said or whatever the joke is, damn, that shit annoying.
We're having technical difficulties. Please bear with us.
Should be good.
And we're back. Now, your question is, what if one of the clips you posted went viral?
Yeah, what if when like we just wake
I'd
up one of
frame
these
it.
days, we wake up and
We just see like 1 million views.
not 1 million, bro.
It's like 2 million.
Not in a day, but I'm
Like
saying
4 million.
like we wake up one day and it's just at least like, oh shit, even if it's like at least if it gets like at least 40,000, you know, type retweets or reposts or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
Would you feel like, oh, we did it?
Nah, I feel like we barely getting started, dog. Like,
Yeah.
I'd honestly put full investment into the podcast. Like, I drop almost everything for the podcast, dog. Like, instead of once a week, instead of only dropping on Thursdays, I drop maybe a couple more here and there. Keep the momentum that was going from that one episode that blew up. You know what I'm saying?
Momentum.
Yeah, let's keep the momentum going.
Yeah. I feel
Honestly, I don't think I would change anything. Well, I don't think I would do anything
No, you
differently.
wouldn't have to, but
I mean, I think I would just be like, fire. Cool, people are watching, people are listening. Keep going. I'm just waiting to get someone reach out, to be honest. Honestly, I don't really care if nobody reaches out, but I want to be, if someone reaches out, I want them to reach out to be like, hey, I gotta, let's do business or something, you know? Like, let's try to do something or give me exclusive episodes or, you know, try to work something out.
I just had this conversation yesterday about that I want to start reaching out more because there's a few influential people that I look up to and they follow me back on Instagram. And then their personal accounts, some of them follow me back. And so for me, I would definitely, I really want to start reaching out to them because why not if they follow me?
yeah, same.
You know, one is out of like less than 500 people and I'm like, oh, blessed.
Yeah.
Blessed, you know, but if we went viral for sure, I would find a way to frame it because yes, that's hilarious.
I don't want to go down though as that. Oh, you're the so and so kid from. Are you so and so guy from that one video that you're?
Oh, you're
yeah,
Daniel.
Yeah, I don't want to be that.
Oh, you're Chris.
I don't want to just be that just real quick type.
Yeah.
Like if I go viral, I'm gonna try to capitalize as much as I possibly can.
That's what I'm
as
saying,
far as just.
Fashion,
Hey,
music.
OB. Oh, y'all, I got shirts.
Skits.
Y'all want shirts? I got shirts. And, you know, something, sweaters, whatever. But
Hey, those shirts with the lungs. More?
Yeah.
You got more? Cause
I still have some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Yo, speaking of the long shirts, like that's dope to bring that up because that was the first season. If you guys, for those that are listening, that were listening back then and that are listening now, still like shout out to y'all. But you guys know when I dropped that and when I dropped the trailer and it's funny you bring them up because XX just posted that trailer recently on his De La Grim account. It's like Throwback Thursday, and he did because he directed it. Shout out to XX. But it's dope. That was a dope time because I was really like feeling myself. I was ego tripping too. It's kind of ugly looking back, but it was a learning lesson.
Yeah.
When did you discover the ego tripping?
When I started pushing everybody away, when I started just being like, "Hey, we're not linking up."
But what triggered it?
Yeah, what was that moment? Ooh,
when I saw myself not burning bridges, but just like being rude. I saw myself speaking to my friends like if I was on, bro, like if I had money, like if this shit was really like, you know, something like big, and I was already doing that, and I was like, what the fuck? Like I'm not even like, that's trash. That's trash as fuck. And I was pushing everybody away, and yeah, and I was just like I said, like I wasn't doing anything. Like if like don't hit me up to just drink, smoke, go out to eat, like don't hit me up for nothing. Like if it's not OB related, don't hit me up. and that wasn't it wasn't good. It wasn't healthy. I just have to learn how to balance it, and I did. I did learn how to balance it out.
In a way, like there's times where you realize, okay, I shouldn't be just like being hit up. Wait, hold on. I shouldn't just be getting hit up to like just party and all that. I feel I'm with you on that one. That's kind of where I'm at right now, but I'm not like rude about it, I guess, or I don't know. I'm not ego tripping about it. It's just, man, I just want to do stuff with my friends that actually, benefits us.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just feel like we can do both.
Yeah.
Like we can smoke and link up and do all that, but why can't we just also do something real quick? For real. And I just feel like all my friends, they all have talents. They all do something. So agree, it's like let's all. I'm going through that. And I feel like I don't really necessarily I don't really would say I have a talent as far as I can't draw. I don't do music. I can't do certain things like. I don't have that talent or the photographer. I don't have that. But I feel like my talent is bringing everybody together as far as bringing all the pieces together and orchestrating and producing like all this. Like I guess in a way I produced the podcast in a way. Because I don't know, like, even just this idea of having the three of us, that was my like, oh shit, I'm gonna do
you'll look back and you'll be like, oh, this was this was your first one,
This
like
is the beginning.
That's one of my things that I want to do. I'm like really fortunate to connect with really great people, and one day I want to have them all get together and mastermind, because oh my god, it's so loud. Because similar to you, I'm surrounded by really talented people. And they need to be shared. They really for sure do. Definitely.
I feel like everyone deserves a voice, and right now I understand that we don't have that platform yet to be beneficial, to give people a chance to share what they feel or just their voice. But eventually it's gonna go into that, and that's why I feel like everybody that supports right now, everybody that I have on the podcast now, and everybody that I had on the first season, I'm forever indebted to these people, because it's nothing really. Yeah. I mean, if you take advantage of it, like people could these guests could really take advantage of it and just be like, you know what, I'm really gonna just promote myself and do all that because I can post this. It's a good content to post for people that follow me. And it's not every day you have people that can want to interview you.
I also want to say that like we're a really really great bundle to be around, because we help people. We really do. And
in what way?
In separate ways, yeah. That connect.
Oh yeah, like okay, so Joe, for instance, and Siv Pierre, they're for sure. I mean, this is how long I've been a part of this season too, and just to go right off the bat and meet these two amazing people that are pursuing what they want to pursue, and then they took what we gave them and they birthed something else. Like they have a whole new.
Right.
On my end, they have at least like a few hundred listeners. On your end too, and on your end too. And that's awesome. Something too though that like you don't really. I wish I had those friends. That got together and were like, let's mastermind, but it's kind of hard to find that because we weren't taught that.
Even if you did though, because some friends that are in that business, like let's say you're doing music, right? And when we link up, it's only like music related. It's not like homie related. You feel me? It's only based around the topic where it's just like, okay, we gotta drop this week, drop that week, but we can't even hang out for like 5 minutes. You feel me? Like,
so yeah,
it kind of varies around that.
That's true.
That shit, cause like, is at the end of the day, is it really business or like friendship?
Yeah, I mean, well, you and I, for example, like we met through this, and now we're like,
I know, right?
This,
we link up.
So it'll happen, naturally. I hope and stuff for you guys, but for sure,
I feel it.
I want both of those relationships where it's like pure friendship, dope, okay, cool. But when I love meeting business-oriented mindset freaking people that just like, let's do this, let's run with this. Like, that's why I love coming here, because every time it's a boost of inspiration.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like I just want to be beneficial, a beneficial platform, and I know it will be like over time. It is what it is gonna be. It's gonna be that. But no, I also agree with how just meeting these new people and connecting with these people, but I don't know. I don't know how you can say you have 100 people listening or new fans, Jazmin. Like the episode don't even have that much plays.
No, I have.
So
that
I'm like,
that doesn't matter to me. It's a numbers game. If one person is listening that shares, that's another audience.
I don't know, yeah, for sure. That's how I look
So
at
then
it.
there you go. There
That's
you
how I
go.
look at it. But
There's your
that's what I'm
answer.
saying. I'm not benefiting. I'm not giving them hundreds of listens yet. Like that's not happening yet.
At least
I
views.
I
At
wanna.
least views.
We don't. I don't even think we have that many views. I mean, when it comes to IG clips, and yeah, cool, but okay. I'm that person too that comes across a lot of IG clips and doesn't care to look like actually go and
Peep the
and
episodes.
do all to be honest. So IG views is different than actual views and actual plays. I just it's like whatever because I watching an IG clip like anybody can watch an IG clip
Just scroll it down, bro.
and most people watch it and don't even like either. So I'm guilty. I do that. I've done that. I do that a lot. You feel me? But if I genuinely do like it, I'm gonna like it. But I don't just like to like because it's like oh I follow you and you're my homie. I'm a like. Like nah, I really have to like what the post is about and I'm gonna give you the like. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I know it's early. Like, it's super early to even care about. All that's why I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, if my shit got 50 plays, if my shit got whatever plays. Like, look at my YouTube video play. They got like 13 views, and I don't, bro. I promote the YouTube the least.
I know.
The least. But the fact that it's like I see my subscribers going up, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even.
I promote more of the Instagram shit than I do the YouTube. I'm guilty of that as well because in my mind, it's like go peep what we're posting on Instagram, then the YouTube. You feel me? Like because you even posted like peep this on YouTube, SoundCloud. You post it on platforms.
I just try to do it differently. Like sometimes I do like when I do the clips, it's either like all episodes out or I'll do like all full videos out. You get me? But that's how I try. I don't know. I just feel like I can't wait till I get to that point where it is. You know, people are tuning in. Like the whole IE, like oh shit, they from the IE too. Oh shit, let's go.
Big old platform.
I mean, that's how I already see it.
Yeah, me too. I see it like that too. But be realistic wise, it doesn't do that. Like you being on here realistically doesn't.
It's not.
It's not. You feel me? Like, but I appreciate it because people realize that and they still come on here and do it. I know people aren't coming on here looking like. There's no way there's no way you're coming on the Overly Blunt podcast at this stage right now because you want views. There's no way. No ways. There's no way you're coming on here because you want plays. There's no fucking way. There's no. I'm sorry. I'm just being real. There's no way.
But keep in that mind, you know, the video's out with them in it, so they can do whatever they want with that video with them in it. And,
right.
And they
and
like,
I understand that. That was my whole thing from the beginning. Like that's how I'm gonna win people over because everybody got a fucking crowd. Everybody got fans.
Exactly.
And it's so early, so they're gonna be like, yeah, I'll come on your podcast.
Exactly. And they can promote their shit. They can give their say on it, and from their point of views, then they can promote it that way.
Like, look, I'll use Joe for an example. Actually,
exactly.
Joe, she actually promoted her episode heavy.
Yeah, and got some plays.
The messages she was sending to us about like her family, like what it did, like it influenced her to hit her up about it and everything. That means a lot to me, bro. That the words I get from your girlfriend, that means a lot to me. Like there's certain shit means like, man, I don't give a fuck if I'm catering to you two.
Yeah.
But like the episodes average at least 50 plays to 100. I'm not mad at that, dog. I'm not. Like, that's dope to me. Because it's only been a couple months. Like, to be honest, I be peeping, like, I actually be peeping everybody that be starting podcasts and all this shit. And let me see, let me see your stats. Because I'm not trying to compare like that, but I just want to see, like, let me see. And they be doing it longer than me. And it's like, wow, okay, like, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, it is what it is, but I'm like, I'm not even, like, this can have way more if we all promoted way more heavier. So I'm not even mad because, like you said, it is like we were saying on the radio on your radio station. It was It's an organic following.
Yeah, the following we have now without promotion, bro, that 50 listeners is always going to be 50 in my eyes, bro.
Exactly.
And with the promotion, you add that 50 to it, that's going to get higher. So.
Exactly. And like I said, it's the beginning, dog. Like, why? Like, give this until next year. Hell yeah, we're gonna start averaging at least 100 to something. It's gonna keep moving up.
Yeah.
But it's just patience and consistency. Exactly. And I live by that fucking phrase, even though I'm guilty of not being consistent. I'm guilty of not being patient. Like being patient is like being impatient is one of my biggest flaws. Like I'm not patient for shit. I want everything right now, like hurry up, or if not, it's I don't care no more. And that's not right because you have to wait and you have to work for what you want. Yeah. This shit's not just gonna happen either. Now, like I said, I'm realizing this shit. Like, no one's gonna give me a platform. What am I doing?
Hey, but you gave yourself one, and look at where.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like that right there. That's
Independently too.
Exactly.
Bro. Like,
and I'm aware of that, but
I'm
I'm also aware that it's gonna take time to build it to where it's a platform where I can compete against other platforms and.
Especially independently, bro, it's gonna take a lot of time.
Bro, if I get big off doing my podcast, I feel like I'm the first person to probably ever get big off doing just strictly off podcast. Because everyone that does have a big podcast right now,
they did shit before.
They already have a platform.
Yeah.
It's either like they're entertainers, they're athletes, or they're involved somehow, or they already have people that are fucking with them. Me was like. I took the approach that a local rapper would take. Like, instead of being like, hey, I'm gonna start rapping, I'm gonna start podcasting.
Exactly, bro.
I'm gonna drop a song. I'm gonna do that rush shit. I'm gonna drop an episode every fucking week. For real.
I forgot about that.
For real. So it's like, and that was my way of being consistent. Because why do I have to be consistent right now? Because I feel like I'm in between of being too much and not too much. Because once a week is good enough to be like consistent, but still not oversaturate you guys and put so much in your face. Because at the end of the day, people don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like I mean, honestly, I didn't stop saying that, to be honest, because there's a lot of people that actually do give a fuck about the podcast.
People give a fuck.
A lot of people do give a fuck about the podcast, dog. Like
Exactly, bro.
And I guess that's just me just being inconsiderate to the people that actually fuck with it. And so I need to stop saying like, I need to stop saying like that.
Stop talking negative.
Yeah,
kind of shit.
for real shit.
Yeah.
Real shit. Real shit.
Real shit.
Good. Yeah, because we have the platform already for the age we're at, and then the location we're at. We're at a prime location and a prime age where we're all reaching our viewers and like in certain aspects that we connect with, and in all of those aspects, we almost touch base on almost everything. Almost everything. Like I think
true.
whenever I think of this, I think, holy wow, in the future, I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna be like, wow, I remember when I
When
first
you said in
started
the
off.
future.
Yeah.
I feel it. That's dope as hell, man.
Yeah, I'm very, very thankful for this. I see this
same.
as already big.
Yeah, that's why.
That one
That means a
person.
lot.
That one
It's a
person.
big vision. That's why I keep coming, bro. You know,
Yeah.
big visions, bro. That's what I like. That's why I like working with people with big visions. You know what I mean? It's not that one time pass shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I studied multi-level marketing for a little bit, or for a while. It's actually a lifelong thing with the sales and all that stuff you learn. But basically what I'm getting at is there's people that started this business hoping to become multimillionaires and they didn't do it, right? But they found someone that had more of a drive than they did and they took off. And because of that, the other person benefited too. So you just never know what that one person can do. And that's why I'm very thankful for that one person.
That's true. Hey, you're right. You're right. I guess it's just again the ego, where it's like, man, fuck that, man. I need fucking play. I need to be.
You just need to worry about what message you're putting out there. The place will come. It's just what we're putting out. What we're putting out.
You know what's funny? I actually been thinking about that. I actually kind of have figured out. You know, when people ask me, "Hey, what's your podcast about?" and I always be telling people whatever I'm into.
Yeah.
I'm kind of figuring out that my podcast is basically about not being afraid to be wrong, or just being honest, being yourself, and speak what you think you know, and that you're confident in. And if you're wrong, you're fucking wrong, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, have people correct you.
That's entertainment too, bro.
I feel like we have our own meaning behind it too. Like for me, it's getting out of my comfort zone to share what I know and what I want people to know. And it was scary for me. I would tell you guys after we finish, I'd be like, you know, do you remember I would show you my heart rate?
Yeah.
You know, and now it's easier and it's becoming something that I'm learning to fear.
I purposely don't. Like, honestly, since the podcast came back on, I purposely post less on IG story, like, as far as myself. It'll be more instead, like, pictures or more just, like, posts or whatever content. It's not necessarily... I don't really do the videos of me no more, giving my opinions about things. I do that less, and I tweet less about my opinions because I always be like, man, I'm just going to talk about this shit on my podcast. Like...
It's better that way, too, honestly.
I can rant on here. Like last episode, I really ran in on the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing and all that, and I can do that on Twitter, and I know people read it, I know people are looking at it, but on Twitter, I just feel I don't know, I just feel away on Twitter sometimes because I just feel like it be going over everybody's heads and no one really give a fuck. So it's like, why did you even tweet, like, for real?
Yeah.
Rene,
And at least here's like,
what when someone asks you what OB is about, like I'm just now figuring out we all have our own little, because we all do add our own little zest.
We had our own like stances on things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what's OB to
Independent.
you?
I just said it.
I just
Like,
what?
or have our own little independent, like things that we go over, you know. And if we're wrong, we're right, or right. But we speak our mind, and you know, if we speak it, we speak it. It's whatever. It's whatever. You know what I mean? Well, not whatever, but you know what I'm saying.
that's basically what it is, though.
Yeah.
Regardless of how each one of us feels about it, I feel like
But
it really is just.
like I'm sorry. Like I said, it's entertainment because some people will agree with that, and when they don't agree with that, they legit talk to me about it. Like, you know, I want to go over what my homie said about with the whole conspiracies I was talking about. Like, he felt a way about that, and he had some opinions that he wanted to share with me, and I was like, okay. So I took into consideration, and to me that was like
Which one? What episode?
the last one. Remember I said that he had the whole
Oh yeah. But what episode did he listen to that? He fell away. He felt away.
about the gravity.
Yeah. Wait, the rabbit hole episode.
Yeah. And he said that he appreciated like the mindset where we were all coming from and shit, but he was mostly looking forward to like talking about that conspiracy shit, bro.
But you know it's also you know what also I do like though. You know what I like to do also though. I like to ruffle feathers, bro. I do.
Yeah.
I really do. So that's why
and people fuck with that. They do.
But that's why I feel like I know I'm gonna be the one that's most hated, which I'm cool with. Like I'm cool with that.
Like I said, bro, people want to see that shit.
That's true.
They want to hear that shit.
But
because
and then I'll defend it. I'll defend the bullshit that I believe.
that's
for
what I'm
the most part.
saying, bro. Because that's exactly what he told me. He said he defends what he's going by. I said we all defend what we're going by. You know, like we agree, we disagree, we talk about it, bro.
Just prove me wrong, bro. Give me more. Prove me wrong. Give me more information, and I'll change my mind. It's so simple.
Yeah,
it's so simple.
it is.
And let's have a conversation. Like I didn't tell you guys. I don't know if I did tell you guys last episode, maybe, but I talked to my coworker about the. Did I tell you guys?
Yeah, it was like OB podcast.
Well, yeah, he actually tuned in, and he actually, he binge watched a couple episodes, and it's funny because I didn't know why I brought this shit up.
No, finish it.
I don't know why I brought it up. What were we talking about? I'm sorry.
The conspiracy, gravity shit.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
yeah. Like even him, he started peeping it, and it's funny because he's just like. He said the same thing. He's like, you really are passionate about what you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And it's like I am, but I'm not saying I'm right. I get it. I sound passionate because I think I'm right.
Yeah.
But if I'm not, I'll humble myself right quick.
Exactly.
And then I'm gonna get loud again, talking the shit that you taught me, and act like I been know that shit too.
Exactly. But look what happened. He binged 3 episodes, and each episode's an hour long. So he was dedicated to that shit.
Yeah.
So was my homie. He binged some episodes too, and he felt some kind of way, and we talked about it.
Yeah.
Feel me? So
that's why I do like having the YouTube content, because the people that don't are actual listeners.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, I do a podcast, you should check it out. Oh, where can I find you? And you tell them, but the easiest one is YouTube, because everyone pops up YouTube.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to download an app, you don't have to get anything. You can just pop up YouTube and then you type Overly Blunt, and it's gonna show you the shit. So people are gonna watch a couple episodes. And if you're watching it, obviously you get more hooked than actually just listening. So that's actually dope.
Yeah.
So I need to promote the YouTube more, actually. I actually posted a thing yesterday saying, YouTube full video. I need to do that more, though.
Facts. One of the things he said was, are you afraid of, maybe YouTube censoring our content like that when we speak our shit?
Yeah, it's going to get to that. If we get to that point, yeah. If we get to them views, yeah. For sure.
He peeped the episode when we talk about cancel culture. He said, dog, you keep talking like that, bro. Some shit's about to happen. It's like, bro, when we get plays like that, bro, it's going to happen.
But that was what I was saying before. Remember when you were like, what are you willing to not talk? That's why I don't want to talk about all that woke shit, the conspiracy shit, because right now it's fine, no one cares because we're not a big influence.
No.
But we get to that influence. If I can influence the whole IE, bro, to stop eating meat, to fucking stop eating dairy, to stop engaging in bullshit, into just the truth, that spaces, all that shit. If I really start speaking all that, I'm gonna get censored. I'm gonna get silenced.
But you're gonna get people that's gonna want to talk about it in person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure.
And
I'm gonna go into a whole new community, but I don't want to be. I mean, I can't be blackballed. I don't want to be blackballed. I can't be blackballed. Like if I provide a job for myself, they can't blackball me.
Nah, exactly. But that's the thing, bro. We get those people to talk in, bro. That's entertainment, bro. Because they feel some kind of way. and we touch a sensitive topic on their part that they're not comfortable with, but we can actually bring it out. Not like any other podcast that can do it, you know what I'm saying? But we got that
Well, any
part.
podcast would do it. We just choose to do it.
We're just because like you said, bro, the censorship shit. You know, they're
Yeah.
aware of it, but we're aware of it too. But
We're aware of it too, but hey, when we get to that point, we'll
That
deal with
point.
it. And then when we get to that point, I'm gonna still be talking my shit, but just in codes and just in different ways and just
color code that shit.
yeah, real shit, real shit.
We'll sell pamphlets like this is what this word means and this is what this
Yeah,
word
I'm
means.
gonna have certain shit that's like code. Like when I say this, I really mean blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Gonna make some new slangs in this shit, dog.
Real shit.
Yes.
Because I don't want to. That's the part that kind of sucks to be censored. Like, cause that's when you start getting censors is when you really want to like. But by the time you get started censors, obviously when you start being the influence, you have all the views and everything. And when you're around that time, it's like. I want to start talking my shit more now because I can influence you guys to go question shit now.
Yeah,
That's when yes, I can do what I really want to do for the world. I can really like put the truth out. I can really speak the truth.
That's why I said you'd be influencing other podcasters, bro, because I be seeing like other people that I know personally.
I like that. I like when you said that question.
That they want to do, they want to put people out of the comfort zone, like make them feel and question themselves in a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Because not a lot of people can question themselves.
You think people?
That's true.
And when you asked me that question about that, I'm influencing. I was like, I started thinking. Okay, you made me like on the spot. I was like, yeah, you're right. But I thought about it. And I'm like, isn't Rene right though?
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? I was like, you think they're gonna try to run that shit? Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, dog. I mean, Cameron would have told you the same thing. He saw what I saw too, bro. Cause the fucking dude that we had in, I think Avery. I really hope that's his name, bro. He tunes in too. He's a new listener, and he started questioning shit too. And he said the same things that I was talking about, the rabbit hole type shit. Mm-hmm. And he said because of you, dog. Like you because he questioned himself, bro. Like because he started questioning shit. For real, he started questioning shit, and I'm like, you gotta question some things, bro. Even if it seems logical, does it really seem logical?
Yeah, because, bruh, y'all only believe the shit y'all believe because it's what's been taught. And that's what I'm saying. Like even at work, even when people tell me, like, how do you know it's flat? How do you know it's round? Mm-hmm. How do you know? Like, you use the same logic against them, and they can't. They don't know how to answer it.
Well, going back to what my homie was saying, bro, he started saying that what's up with all these like gravity laws or theories that are quote unquote true. And then I went online, bro. I said they can't even prove gravity is real.
Yeah, they can't.
They just gave it a fucking name.
They can't.
But they go on by what they learned by, bro. Like,
and then YouTube's gonna censor the actual truth.
Yeah.
The fact that flat Earth videos are censored on YouTube says a lot. Like the fact that
really?
Yes, flat Earth videos are censored on YouTube. The fact that alien videos, UFO videos aren't censored. That's why aliens aren't real, y'all. So if y'all listen to aliens ain't real. The type that you guys think are real ain't real. The big head type shit, the ones you see on them shit's not real.
You know, I'm not even gonna cut you off, bro. But I'm writing a script in class right now, right? And you know the whole Area 51 thing that's going on? Basically in my story, I'm putting, what if Area 51 is like the backwards world that we live in now? Like a backwards racism, a backwards disequality, all that shit that's in Area 51 that they're preparing in that facility. And when shit goes to shit out here, they bring those people out to like, you know what I mean? Kind of like a us thing. Like
there's for sure no aliens there. I put money on
there's something.
There's something for sure going on there. But the way I look at it is like, man, all these people signing these petitions to invade Area 51, like, bitch, go invade the Vatican, dog. You know how much endless knowledge is in the basement? Yeah. You know how much all hidden just history? Mm-hmm. Like the real truth of shit? Like, go invade that. Go invade Antarctica. Let's go see what the fuck is really over there. Yeah. But y'all talking about Area 51, dog. Mm-hmm. For some aliens, y'all ain't gonna see no aliens. If anything, y'all probably see some UFOs, but it's military UFOs because we have the technology to do that shit.
Y'all gonna see some bullets, dog, if y'all invade that shit.
Oh, for sure.
Man, people are really gonna go out there, huh?
I don't know.
But look at
That's
Even this
That's
whole
gonna be a
petition shit.
massacre.
Sign this petition shit. Sign this petition
petition
shit.
for-
Yo, no, not the petition. The thing to sign up to the goal and
Or like
to
free
go vote.
ASAP, free people in jail.
Bro, why do
all
we?
that
Why,
shit.
bro? You see how quick we all unite to do some bullshit like that?
Yeah, that's
But
that.
we
is
can't
so-
unite for some good shit. Even the whole Rocky situation. I'm gonna actually speak on the Rocky situation because I actually feel a certain type of way about Rocky. I really, honestly, do not give a fuck.
Yeah, enlighten me because I
Okay,
just found out
wait.
that he was locked up
Wait.
or that he got.
Wait.
I don't. You know why I don't give a fuck? Because he's gonna be good. I promise you guys, he's gonna be
He
good.
is.
He gonna get out. But you know why? Because people be so quick to sign this fucking petition. Do you know how much attention he's getting? I get his ASAP. Yo, Jeffrey Epstein just got locked up for some child pedophile shit that ties into Democratic Party, and motherfuckers don't give a fuck.
Right.
Motherfuckers don't give a fuck about no Jeffrey Epstein case.
But when it's Rocky, bro.
But when it's Rocky, free Rocky.
I get what you're saying.
We got and it's silly because that's how you know the entertainment industry runs the fucking world. It runs the world. But it's sad, and also the media, because media is obviously showing it's talking about Rocky and all that shit. And another person too that made me not care about it is Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs was like,
his case?
Because they asked him about his case, and he was like, my case was way worse. How can you compare it? I was accused of raping a 17-year-old girl in Austria. He's like, when you're accused of, that's way, you know how much cheating inside jail? They thinking I'm a rapist. And he's like, I had to take that shit. I had to fight that shit because I know I didn't do that shit.
And you know what's crazy, bro? You know how media be twisting their shit, bro? You know what TMZ was saying Sweden jails only give them like a rotten apple and like a
They're
fucking
lying, huh?
That to me made people want to sign the petition even more, and that ties into the industry.
That's also the same shit they be doing about this whole concentration camps with the kids and shit.
Yeah.
I can't believe that like they're calling them concentration camps so easily. How does not stir
whatever,
everyone up?
whatever.
No, but it's like
Detention centers.
if you no, I'm
Detentions.
literally mean. If you go on people's Twitters that are certified for being in the media bullshit, they themselves call it a concentration camp. How does that not ruffle feathers? How does that not upset people? Like that's when I see it, I'm disgusted.
Because they're not being executed. They're not being killed.
But they still use that term to what? To numb us to the fact that might happen or that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, how the hell can you throw that word out there just so easily?
Man, fear runs the world, though. You know what I mean? Words run the world. Makes it
Media runs the world, bro.
Exactly,
Media instills fear in the world. It really does.
Twists all the agendas on all of us.
That's why it's important what you listen to, what you do. That's completely important. If it's not like recycling anything that's beneficial, and what I mean by recycling, I mean if you put yourself out there with any type of your energy, whether it be volunteering or talking to somebody or listening to something that doesn't come out and benefit anybody else, like fuck out of here, dude. Like I get it, you want your fun and you want to fuck up some of your I don't know, your brain cells or whatever the hell. You know, people still like to have fun, but at the same time, think of the bigger picture. Like it's so much beautiful for me personally when it's a unity.
I just like the balance. I'm all for like have fun,
You know?
but just also
Yeah, of course.
be like
Bullshit and party.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I love to dance. I love to go out there and
don't get me wrong. Like sometimes I do like to be around like beneficial shit. Like sometimes like today we can have a podcast about bettering yourself and growth and being the best person you can be and all that shit. And then next week I would love to have an episode about just like how Blumpkins and fucking pegging. You know, like we can. I like that balance. I like being that platform too, to where is I want to give you jewels, but I want to give you some bullshit. I want to give you some entertainment. I want to make you laugh. I want to make you cry sometimes if I could. I want to make you be serious. I want to make you take life serious. I want to inspire you. I want to try to hit every emotion. So
Oh, we do. Yeah, all our episodes are proof, bro. Definitely, we got all that shit in there.
that's true. That is true. I even cried on one of my episodes. On the Joe one, I almost broke out, but I was able to.
Aw, bring it back.
Nah, cause just like
Bring it back now,
some people's stories just make me, like I said, it upsets me about how I acted towards my parents just growing up. It's like that's so fucking. But it's just like I said, it's humbling, but it's dope. It's dope.
It's dope.
2019 has been an amazing year so far.
Yeah, it really
We're like midway through the year,
through 2019,
and
bro.
it's been a great year.
It is, man.
It's flying
Fuck.
by.
Halloween is
by.
just like right around the corner.
My birthday's next week too. So like, it's tight. It's tight.
Yes.
22 on the 22nd, bro.
22 on the 22nd. 222.
Yo.
Quadruple two.
222. That's dope.
Y'all feeling it?
No, but yeah, I mean, to me, I love everything we talk about. You know, I love the fact that you can say whatever the hell you want. I love the fact that I can say whatever I want.
That's why I enjoy these when we link up. I enjoy this shit not being scripted. And when I say scripted, I mean like I enjoy that we don't have topics. I enjoy that we don't have. Well, I mean, I do have topics in my head. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, when I know we're gonna record, it's like okay, cool. Like knowing it's Monday, cool. We're gonna record today. I start thinking, what happened during the week? What can I talk about? Oh, boom, yeah, that was interesting. That's what I try to do real quick. And do I sometimes touch on everything I think about? Not even. Probably sometimes not even any of it. Because we just did like right now. Look how this shit just starts and how where it ends and where we tap into, and each one is different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I really
always.
enjoy that too. That's why when someone asks like, "Oh, what's it about?" I smile and I'm like, "Oh my god, what is it not about?"
Yeah.
Like, jeez.
Yeah, I understand what people mean when they say what's it about, because I know a lot of podcasts have their specific theme and they're
Yeah.
about something. And
But you know that makes more the fact that this has no cap makes more sense for me. You know, that's the type of person I am. Fuck everything.
yeah,
And that's why I appreciate
love it because like I said, I hate the same shit all the time. I hate routine shit. If today I feel like having an artist to talk about music, I want to do that. And if tomorrow I feel like having someone to talk about real estate, I want to do that. And then the next day I want to just talk about I have someone that does food, a chef. Cool. Let's talk about. I want to do all that. I cannot do the same thing every week. And that's why I argue when people like I don't know Joe Rogan is probably the biggest podcast, one of the like top 2 or I think it's top top 1 actually podcast, and but he cannot do a podcast by himself. No one's tuning in to see what the fuck Joe Rogan gotta say by himself. Like nobody. People pick up the shit that he says because the guest that he has on his podcast, he ends up getting into conversation with them, and then he obviously he's into a lot of shit just like I am. I know he's just way more educated about certain shit, but I know he's into a lot of shit also. So he likes having different guests, and that's something I took from his podcast.
Yeah.
I peep a lot of podcasts, whether I listen every week or not. I incorporated all my favorite podcasts and put it into one. And what I did like about Joe Rogan was that he'll have a politician, he'll have a Scientologist, like that girl Leah Remini that escaped Scientology. He'll have someone talk about. He'll have someone that knows about the metric system, not metric system, but the like space shit, like I forgot what the shit like what Spider-Man was talking about quantum physics. Oh, quantum physics. Yeah, like shit like that. Like he'll have people talk about that, about space, NASA, authors. That's what I like about him. Journalists, media people that were locked up by the cartels, and that's interesting. That's dope. I love that shit, and I love that it's not just one type of individual, one type of audience that he caters to. And I think that's why he's one of the bigger podcasts, and I like that. I'm like, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
I want to cater to different podcasts. I want to cater to the vegan community. I want to cater to the Hispanic community, the Black community. I want to cater to artists, musicians, like anybody that just wants to get put on. I want to cater to you guys.
For real.
I said get put on, but you know what I mean. Like just
They're getting put on.
let's have a conversation, and I don't want to be like I watch everybody's interviews, and I mean I watch enough interviews and podcasts and be like, man, that person that did the interview was like they all ask the same shit. Yeah. Like be funny, make them actually be into them as an artist. Like everybody that have in here. I actually been peeping y'all shit. Yeah. I'm gonna ask you shit that you're gonna be like, damn, like a regular journalist wouldn't ask you that. The regular journalist is gonna ask you, oh, so what was your inspiration growing up doing music? Oh, what was how long were you doing music for? What's your how do you feel about your late? Like it's so generic. Like you don't even have to know them to ask them those questions at all. And I don't like that. I like to actually like say some shit and you be like, oh shit, like
for real.
I had that one time, a couple times actually, when the podcast would be done, they'd be like, "Oh shit, like you had no notes and you actually knew your shit." I'm like, "Yeah, cause I'm a fan."
That's what I do for my radio. Like when I invite my homies to promote the music, I don't ask them shit that I already know about. I ask them shit like, "What's gonna happen further on with your shit? When you change, basically, like pretty much that shit, you know."
Yeah.
So generic questions for somebody that you already know, and for some people that want to peep them is boring, bro. Like,
well. The thing about the generic questions is that your audience that's listening to you may not know about them. So
Well, what I did was like I let them listen to the music 1st and then ask them about that shit, like up to date shit. You know what I mean?
right.
Because the people that I know, like they don't want to know like, oh, I grew up here and I was influenced by Eminem and this and that. Like we all know what you're influenced by other people to make music, but what I want people to peep in what they don't know about you, kind of shit.
Well, yeah,
Juicy
but at that
questions.
level, they don't really know nothing about you.
That's fine. But I mean, looking at me saying I do music, I was influenced by some producer. I was influenced by some kind of music, and
I mean, I
know
would
what I mean?
I would ask anybody that. I would ask you that. Like just listen. I think I did ask you that even just listening to your beat. Like, oh, like who you influenced by? Because when you say who you influenced by, you kind of have an idea of what your sound might be.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I don't know.
well, that's the thing too. You just said it. People say like, "Oh, you were influenced by this person when you made that beat." I'm like, "Yeah, pretty much."
Yeah.
Like they can listen to it in the music.
That's true. That's true.
That's what I do
true.
with my artists. Like listen to their music, and you can say who they're influenced by. If they rap fast, if they rap gritty, you can name like 500 rappers that rap fast and rap gritty.
Yeah.
Underground or industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to make my shit different for my radio. So
I like uncomfortable questions.
yeah, for real.
Because people be scared.
People are scared of everything though. People are scared of just getting recorded. People are scared of just being on camera and shit.
For real. Nah, be scared though.
Just
No,
Let
for
it
real,
out.
if you're in that shit, bro, you're a whole totally different person. I feel like the truth allows to come out of you if you're in a comfortable position.
If the what? Wait, what?
The truth and allows to come right out of you if you're in an uncomfortable position. Like
Yeah.
any kind of shit.
Yeah, they could either like put their guard up or they can either like,
Yeah, for
all right,
real.
well, here, this is me. You asked, you really want to know?
Yeah.
You know, and that's something that's, you
I
could tell.
want to see more of that though. I want to bring someone who's like really uncomfortable and I want to see how they act. You feel me? Totally different.
But
kind of
if
shit.
they're really uncomfortable, they're not gonna give you your full self. They're not gonna give you their full self. They're gonna be very held back.
Yeah, they will, but you know, obviously talking to them,
I
comforting them,
well,
kind of shit.
honestly, I actually had someone last season. I'm not gonna say his name because you know it was not even embarrassing, but I'm not gonna say his name.
It
But
might make him uncomfortable.
yeah, I had him on the podcast. You know, he agreed to it. He came and he did it and everything. And then right after he left, he texted me and he said, "Hey, can we redo that? Can you not put that podcast out? Can we redo the whole thing?" And I was kind of like, because in my head I'm thinking like, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad at all. And he didn't say anything. Like I was start thinking about like, did he say anything embarrassing? Like, I couldn't find anything to him for him to want to be like, you know, like, hey, can we redo it? And I was like, really, bro? I'm like, and I honestly didn't want to redo it because I don't want to ask you the same questions I already asked you.
Yeah.
And I don't want like redoing it. It's not as organic anymore. It's not authentic anymore. It's kind of feel like I'm setting like I have to. And I didn't like the whole vibe. So I was like, are you sure, bro? Because everything is good. It sounds good. There's nothing's wrong with it.
Yeah.
And you're not saying anything crazy. Like, I'll edit anything specifically if you want me to edit something. And then he's like, and he was just like, nah, man, nah, I'm just tripping. Like, you good. And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna put it out. Like I'm telling you, I'm putting it out because there was nothing wrong. And if I really felt like it was doing you harm or was embarrassing, I wouldn't have done it, you know. But I'm like, bro, just because you're uncomfortable, I know it was because he was uncomfortable and he was shy. It's like, bro, it's fine. Like you did it. Like that was the hardest part. You recorded it. Now you're telling me don't release it. Like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Like let me put it out. Let people fuck with you. Like you know, this guy. Like, to see his growth from that time to now is amazing. Like, this guy makes a full-time living off photography and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So,
hard.
like, he's like Nike checks and, like, all that. Like, so, that shit is just dope to see, you know?
I gotta peep that shit now. Feel me?
Yeah, me too.
None of the episodes are out, though, for the first season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Wah,
fine.
wah, wah.
Yeah, that's old.
all
That's
good,
those
it's all
are the old episodes. Nah, but I want to say thanks for having us on the radio though.
Oh, of course,
Oh, yeah, that
dog.
was awesome.
Because you do realize that the class that I'm in, they listen to it too. Like all of them fuck with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them fuck with it.
Did anybody say anything about our episode?
What do you mean?
Did anybody like? Cause
What was the feedback?
yeah.
That we had all synergy. That we had like a connection.
Because it was regular already.
The funniest part was because they didn't hear Cameron talk at all. Because we kind of took over that bitch.
That's what I said when I made my little
Sorry,
IG.
Cameron.
When I made my little IG video, that's what I said too. I was like, I basically plugged my shit. It was the OB show, basically.
Yeah. But obviously, this audience is more music related, so we'll talk about our music shit. They were fucking heavy with like the now to then kind of shit. And it was hard, bro. Because they were fucking with the part where we said, how like gangster rap kind of like died down, but we see like a revision of it coming up right now. They're like, oh, fuck with that shit, bro. But they fuck with it more because we gave an honest opinion that no one really like thought about. Like the whole Kanye West and 50 Cent kind of shit. They didn't think about the whole industry moves. They didn't think about any of that shit. They didn't question it, bro. So they didn't question shit. And I was like, y'all knew.
No, that shit was fire because it was literally like just OB, like just
an OB
on the
radio shit.
Oh,
shit.
I was riding in the car with my friend, and she was like, she brought up the thing you said about Cardi B. And like that to me, pay attention. And that to me was like, holy shit, she actually watched, you know? Like, that's what's up. I mean, she said she couldn't after what you said about Cardi B, but it's okay.
Why? Because I don't like her?
It doesn't matter.
She's a fan?
It doesn't matter.
It does? I want to know.
No. Just kidding, Frankie. It matters. Yeah, no, she loves Cardi B. And I'm like, well, Nicki's his girl. Nicki's his wife.
Nicki's my girl. I fucks with Nicki.
But yeah, but it was still so cool.
They found it funny that you got blocked on IG though. It was like,
Man, that's funny that well, that's cool. I actually enjoyed it at the time because it was like cool little topics real quick that we just got off.
for real. Because me, when Jazmin came on, it was a rabbit hole kind of shit. Like, we
It's always a rabbit hole when I'm around.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like,
But
I can tap into that. You feel me? That's what I like. That's why I told the guy that came on after you. Was like, I want to get on his show too. Like, what did you got to talk about, bro? Let's see if I'm into what you guys talk about.
Hey, on the way to the restaurant, we listened to his music, to what he was playing.
Wow, I don't remember what was playing.
I felt like I was at Knott's very far. I did.
I feel like
But we need your boy Camo on here.
Camo.
We need Cosmic Sensation on OB Podcast.
Yes.
Ooh, run that shit, bro. We're gonna run that shit.
Run it.
Yes.
Run that shit. That shit. And also what I like about the radio too though is that I really have to watch what I say because I try not to cuss. I almost did it twice. I almost said dead ass, but I said dead ass, and then I stopped. And then I said I think I said shit almost. But I like that I actually watch myself, and it's not hard. It really isn't hard.
Nah, it's
just funny. It's just funny when you know you don't have like barriers, like where it comes out so naturally. You didn't even feel it. You don't even try to censor yourself. You just say the shit you want to say. You feel me?
Yeah.
I love OB Podcast.
Freaking love it, bro.
Oh yeah.
I love it. Fucking love it, dog. Nah. So what's new? What the fuck is new, guys? We're 48 minutes into this shit. I haven't even said my intro, so this is the Overly Blunt Podcast. This is the only podcast we're keeping at 99. Is way too far from 100. And it's your host, Chris X, man. I got the gang here with me. And we're 48 minutes in, but what the fuck is up with you guys lately? Or what's happening? Jazmin got me drunk on the other day after the radio.
You got drunk?
Yeah, I was buzzed. I was pretty buzzed. I don't be drinking like that. I had like 3 beers.
Yeah, 3.
And I had like finished hers, the one that whatever she gave me.
Did you give him that honey shit?
No, I was trying to remember what it was, but no.
No, it was
really
funny because
wanted
to me, I can actually taste the alcohol. I don't taste no like flavor. And she was like, "Y'all don't taste the honey?" I'm like, "What the fuck? There's no honey in this bitch. That's pure alcohol, bro."
That's
It was a craft beer. And it was honey based. It was delicious, you guys.
Yeah, I got a little buzz. It was cool.
Yeah.
Got back. We smoked a little bit.
Oh, my photo shoot in LA last week, right after that went really well.
Yeah,
really
dope.
well. Yeah, the
pic?
camera.
How'd it go?
Yeah, my friend has a really good eye, and his camera's really nice. Everything looks super smooth, super clean.
That's dope.
That was great. I kind of set up my little weekly planner for this week, at least to obtain 1 to 2 goals that I want to do a day. And I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, I'm going to start reaching out more to, just doing it, man.
Reaching out to everybody.
Yeah.
I think for myself, I'm trying to like give myself more energy. So I've been taking like ice cold baths like every night. Like
I don't know
what?
about
Legit
that.
ice?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Not ice,
shit-
but like, but cold showers now.
No,
Yo.
that's just
Yes.
another level. But after the shower, I mean after the bath, bro, it's like I feel so good.
Yeah, and you
I
put the
get so much
towel
more
on,
energy,
so
bro.
warm.
I really advise anyone to try that. The ice cold anything.
Ice cold bishops only. Ice cold
Yeah.
I
I
fuck
that
with.
shit.
Ice cold
Bishops
Only
only.
fuck
Ice cold
with
I
ice
fuck
cold.
with. What the fuck is you talking about? The fuck is you talking about, dog?
Yeah.
Fuck with anything ice related, dog.
The fuck?
The fuck.
Is he talking about?
Fuck is you talking about? Nah, that's the only ice cold I fuck with.
I fuck with the cold showers now. I never thought I would. I always thought I would be
Yeah.
like in my
Try
own
it.
comfort, in my own little hell in the shower. You
Mainly
know?
because I haven't slept in 2 days. I haven't slept Saturday or Sunday because I've been working on like 3 albums. So I'm doing that. I'm working on merch and shit. So like, yeah, it's peeping. It's peeping. I got a lot of orders too. That's the thing with me though, because like once you reach a certain point in your career and you get a lot of orders, you gotta work overtime, dog.
Woo!
That's a good thing though. Those are headaches you want to have.
I mean, I don't want to have them alone though.
That's when you're
feel
like,
me?
oh, I need a team now. That's
I need a
when
team.
You know what? No one can do nothing by themselves, bro. I don't care what none of you guys say. I don't care
Exactly,
what
dude.
nobody says. You
Independent shit
cannot do nothing by
is
yourself.
crazy.
Nothing.
Remember
Nothing.
when we first started talking, we started talking about that Chance shit, Chance the Rapper, how he did this shit independently, but Joe Budden was like, nah, you had iTunes back up your shit, you had
Yeah.
all that other shit back up your shit, and like, he really made me think he did this shit by himself. Sure,
Yeah.
the masters by himself, but the backup was like the industry
Yeah.
in a way, and like,
Yeah, that takes effort to reach out
it's
to
just
connect.
backup, you know, it's just team, bro.
Chance forever respected by me because
For real, big time.
he changed the game as far as
He changed my perspective.
he sold an album like to Apple, like
Real
no
for real.
album, no
Real.
record deal or nothing, but he was like
Exactly.
Apple's trying to give me this much for an album, oh y'all can have that.
Exactly.
That was game changer.
He was a big
That was fire.
inspiration. He made me want to go independent. Seeing his moves, seeing how he was going and maneuvering, he made me want to do that shit, bro. Like that inspired me to get my own team and
You know who inspires me now though? Joe Budden.
Joe Budden.
That's what inspired me. When I saw that when his podcast got signed to Spotify, I was like, oh shit! I was like, the podcast is getting. I think it was the first day of school actually, the first day of the semester that semester I went to school, and I remember I was like, oh shit! Podcast is getting signed now. Like, say less. Like that's opening doors.
Yeah.
Like podcast is getting signed to streaming services, bro. Like deals, like getting a check, like bro. Say less. And then what they worked out something special where they gave him an extra episode. They were like, all right, we'll give you an episode Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, that's dope.
That's dope as fuck.
And there's just seeing like Joe Budden don't really have guests at all. The last guest he had was what, Chance, and then Pusha T was the last one he had on the podcast.
Yeah.
Not no
He be
not
going.
the pull up.
He be pulling up with some guests, but
That's not podcast.
Not
That's
like
pull up.
podcast shit. That's
That's not Joe Budden podcast. Last guest was Chance,
Yeah,
and then
or
before that was
Pusha.
Pusha T.
Yeah,
So
that's a fact.
shout out Joe Budden.
And that's a 3 group squad too, bro.
Yeah,
So like, that's dope.
that influenced me to have my 3 person group.
Yeah,
Real shit.
real shit.
But in my case, I just wanted a female perspective.
Yeah, it's a
Cause he
big-
had that at first too. He had that girl Marissa, and he
but
kicked her out.
She wasn't.
Yeah, he kicked her. Then Ma joined.
Yeah.
But shout out to Joe Budden, man. I witnessed the Joe Budden live podcast. That was pretty dope too. I saw Ma. Ma was actually on my flight when I went to Denver, and I actually seen him and was like, "Oh shit, Ma!" And he was like, "What's good?" And I was like, "Oh man, I was just at the LA show." He was like, "Word." And that was it. I didn't spaz out, but
like,
it's just
yo,
dope. It's
check
just
out
dope.
my
To,
podcast,
it's just
Ma.
dope to just like randomly just see somebody that you see on YouTube, I guess.
Oh
You
yeah.
feel me? Like, I guess that also has a name in the culture.
Yeah.
That people would know about him in hip hop.
That's a fact.
That's a fact though, bro. That's a fucking fact. The man can't wait till it's winter just because recording wise.
You could have waited till it
Recording-wise.
was summer.
No, I don't want it to stop being summer, but this room, the way it's set up, it needs to be winter. It needs to be winter so I can really enjoy myself. Even though I do now, but
I'm sorry.
this shit, like, I feel like I've been trying to rush to this episode
hyperventilating.
because this shit getting hot as fuck.
Yeah, I'm breathing out my mouth instead of my nose now, bro.
Hey, you gotta fucking deal with the struggle at first, dog. Cause imagine like a couple years, we're
gotta-
gonna be doing this shit out of a fucking studio with AC, dog. I promise you guys.
The quietest
we're gonna have like
AC.
security cameras and be like, oh look, so and so's here, buzz them in. And they're gonna buzz them in. They're gonna open the door and they're gonna come in here and be like, oh shit.
You gotta have the cup of noodles before you get the steak.
Oh, fuck all that. We ain't promoting cup of noodles. We ain't promoting cup of noodles, bro. You know how long? Hey, speaking of cup of noodles, bro, you just opened a whole rabbit hole, dog. Cup of noodles, you know how long that shit stays in your system, bro? That shit will not digest right away.
Oh my gosh.
And that shit has high fucking levels of sodium.
Oh yeah.
Is it fire? Of course. But it's not good for you. At all. At all. Noodles. I love noodles, bro. I love pasta. But that shit's not good for the stomach. That shit takes long to digest.
Wheat-based pasta is a little bit better.
It is. And brown rice pasta. But still, it's not the same consistency as regular pasta.
It's okay. You learn to not give a fuck. You're like, this is way better for
No.
me. It makes me feel better.
I don't care what nobody says. I have meat replacements like jackfruit as meat. I have mushrooms as. I have these bomb ass vegan meat replacements, but nothing will ever compare to some real carnitas, some real al pastor, to some real carne asada. I don't care what nobody says. Nothing, bro. Nothing. I don't care, and I just know that it's not good to indulge in it every day. That's why
the key.
That's why I never say I'm opposed to eating meat because I eat meat 3 times a year maybe. Hey, actually had that day we had the photo shoot. I think was the day we had the photo shoot. Yeah, the day we had the photo shoot. That night I was like, man, I want some fucking wings. Me and my cousin went to fucking Wingstop and we had some fucking wings, like dead ass. I haven't had wings in so long, and yeah, my stomach suffers, but
Where are the bomb ass vegan wings at?
you can't really make bomb vegan wings. If you do, it's like boneless wing, but there's nothing like the bone in. I like bone in.
I'm down with boneless. I'm down with both.
Boneless is just chicken nuggets. You can have veggie nuggets. You can have cauliflower wings, which are fire, but
Oh my god, cauliflower wings are fire.
fire. But like actually, the vegan munchies makes actual like bone in. Like they put like a little straw type shit. Gives like a little. You can hold like actual drumstick and you can bite it off. But they're actually pretty solid. But nah, like the jackfruit when you can make like birria with jackfruit. Oh man, bro, that's amazing. Like,
Tengo hambre.
but it will never compare to some real ass shredded beef. It just won't. Consistency wise, it won't. It won't. It won't. Taste wise, it would. Taste wise, it's always gonna be better because that's what veganism is about.
Yeah.
Just seasoning. But consistency wise, nah. Or maybe I don't know.
Prove me wrong.
Hey, the vegan munchies, that lady. Shout out to D to the vegan munchies because she's probably the best Mexican vegan vendor so far. Cause she got menudo down to the fucking T. Like I never liked even regular menudo, but the fact that she was able to mimic pork belly in the menudo. Like, that's fucking amazing. And my mom tried it. She said it's better than regular menudo. So, I believe her.
Ooh, mama said okay.
Yeah. My mom couldn't believe it. My dad couldn't believe it. He was like, there's no way this is... I'm like, yeah. She's like, what's... Because she used the mushroom, a fungus for the pork belly. So, my dad's like, what is this? Like, it's like taste... Its consistency is like basically the same. And I'm like, that's the amazing part. It's really an art to that. Well, I guess everything's an art, right? Yeah. It's really art to it, but everything is really an art. Like if you like to just make, let me see, like what, like a ceiling fan. There's arts to that.
Architect.
Yeah, there's arts to that. Like there's the type of design you want to have on there.
Yeah.
Yup.
What type of light bulb? Like everything.
Everything is an art.
Everything.
Art is life, and life is art.
Fuck all that.
This motherfucker.
Life is OB, and OB is life.
This bitch.
You heard me, baby.
Oh, bitch. Need to chill.
Hey, so what's up with Crystal though?
I was actually thinking about her today.
Actually, we need Crystal back on the podcast. Her episodes do numbers, and I need them numbers. You know, you feel me, baby? You feel me, baby?
I got you.
I need her to come talk her shit and talk about like
pegging and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but we talked about that already. So I was trying to say some other clever shit. Couldn't think of nothing. So
intercourse shit.
Intercourse.
It doesn't have to be that either, but it could be maybe she can have some other fun topic to talk about or
I do miss her. I miss her terribly. I'm gonna hit her up.
Yeah.
Yeah, get her on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sure.
1 hour.
Sure.
We out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hot as fuck. All right, we out this bitch, man. Overly Blown Podcast. See y'all next week. OB.
Bye.